Adorye.
How are you?
Oh, by God's grace, I'm doing well.
Has Hopeson been freed?
I am free.
You're free?
I've been given a bail, so I'm not in a cell.
When was this bail granted to you?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Around what time?
I was called 3 days ago, around 5:30 p.m. That I should report at police headquarters 10 a.m. And I told them I have a TV program. I will close around that time. So after the program. I decided to find something to do before. Then it started raining. So I got there 12 noon. Then they walked me to the CID boss office, the COP 40. Then he asked them whether they told me why I've been invited. They said no. So we played a video, a program I did in Accra FM on the comment of the strategy to prevent Togolese from voting in Ghana. So they played and they asked, even if over there, he did not ask any question. He just said, they are referring me to the Greater Accra Regional Headquarters. So 3 of his men from headquarters will accompany me to the region. So I asked, is there a petition and who petitioned? And he said, it's not a petition from anybody. It's the police who saw it and then they decided to investigate. I said, okay, very well. So we went there. And he told me that this time they've agreed that such cases, they will not handle it in the headquarters. Whichever region the thing happens, then they refer you to the regional headquarters. And I asked them, then why Greater Accra? They said, oh, the interview was done in Accra. And I said, okay, no problem. We went there, we sat, and they played the footage. I listened. They asked me, I said, yes, it's me. And I owe everything that I said in the interview. Then they asked why. And I said, look, one thing you people are forgetting is that all these things happen in Togo. I'm saying I am preventing a non-national from participating in our elections. How can I do that in Ghana? I cannot do that in Ghana. So I visited them. We had a series of meetings, and we all agreed on certain terms. So that is what happened. And the name dynamite, when the guy said, oh, they will use dynamite, we said, okay. Not knowing they were talking about this firecrackers. So it means the money that they were requesting, I said, which dynamite would this money buy? So later on, before I was told that it was this firecracker, I will not say all the strategy on there. So they did same, and actually it worked. I have said this several times. Those who monitor me on Boiling Point of my FM, I've said this thing not less than 4 times on my FM. Why now? So after saying all this, they saw that, listen. So I asked them whether they have jurisdiction over Togo. Listen. Then the regional commander said, it doesn't mean when I commit a crime in a different country. And I'm asked whether, I was going to ask whether Togo authority has made a complaint to Ghana. Then my lawyer told me that that one is a matter of law, so I should leave it to him when we get to court. So I just kept quiet. But you see, the way the police service has allowed themselves to be used is very unfortunate. After saying this, they had nothing to do again. They asked me to go to where they will be taking my statement. And the guy, the investigator, was going up and down, up and down. Then finally, he wrote that they are investigating me on false publication.
False publication.
False publication. Whatever you pay to me, I have owned it. I say, yes, it's me. And I own all these comments. But the thing did not happen in Ghana. And you still continue to say you are investigating me on false publication. That one is a matter of law. So when we get to court, the lawyers are going to deal with it. So we leave that one to court. When we went to court, they detained me. We did all we can. They say it's a power from above. That one, even at the CID boss office, he said we are going to the region. They are in touch, and then with others. They are in touch with others. Who are the others? So it gives me a clue what they are going to do. But you see, there is one gentleman at Jubilee House who thinks I have disgraced him. And there is one old lady at the Jubilee House. And they picked a minister in addition. They orchestrated all these things. Look, nothing will intimidate me. Nothing will intimidate me. You can put me to cell, you can do whatever. My mouth is my mouth. Nobody can take my mouth from me. And nobody can intimidate me. That one, I want to state it clear to MPP people that the power you are enjoying, my sweat, my everything is part. So you cannot use that power that we fought for to intimidate me. It will never happen in this country. It will never happen in this country. When they say one, I will say one. So this is what transpired.
You won't stop talking.
Why should I stop talking? I'll talk. Now they've opened the gate for me. I decided not to say anything. Look, when Asante Bediatuo took my job from me, 2019, did you hear me saying anything about that in this country? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, we are in 2012, 6 years. And you allowed these boys to be writing rubbish about me. I had to come and tell them why I was sacked from airport as they are going to say. And I said, okay, if you want to know, I was not sacked. Asante Bediatuo took my job from me and gave it to his Nigerian wife. What wrong have I committed?
He took your job from you and gave it to his Nigerian wife?
Yes.
What job were you doing?
I was at the airport in charge of the VIP. And now the wife is doing that job. And it has been commercialized. They take $300 per passenger.
He took the job of you being in charge of the VIP from you, commercialized it, and gave it to his wife. They are charging $300 for it.
Yes. From 2019 up to now, they've not paid a peso to Ghana Airport Company. And you are there that they should go and then lock Hopeson. You see, the JDM Advocacy Group has started.
Jail them?
Yeah.
What is Jail them Advocacy Group?
When power changes, my group will be JDM Advocacy Group. We are going to make sure all those who have committed financial loss to the state, who are involved in corruption in one way or the other, we are going to pressure the new government to jail them. So
the charge against you is false publication. That's
false
the charge on
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's why you were held.
That's right.
And you are saying you were held because the police were ordered to hold you.
They said it in presence of me and my lawyer that they are waiting for a response from above. And because they are not getting that, they have to go and detain me at Ministry's police station. That one, those police officers, none of them can deny me.
Can that above not be the CID Director General who you met first?
They were in CID Director's rep were there, sitting there. They were there. Three.
You see?
Mr. Ketia, Mr. J, and the one investigator, they were there at the region. And they said they were waiting for instruction from above.
But you are claiming...
We are not going to tolerate that too.
But you are saying that you said a gentleman, an old lady, a minister.
I am not going to mention them. You let me put it there for them to know that I know all what they are doing.
A gentleman at the Jubilee House, an old lady at the Jubilee House.
Yes.
And a minister.
They orchestrated all this.
They said they feel that you
putting pressure on the police.
They put pressure on the police to arrest you. Hello? Is that right? Oh, I seem to have lost it. Well, so that is Hopeson Adorye. He says this issues happened in Togo, and he was wondering if the CID has jurisdiction in Togo. But Keating, what the police are held in for is for false publication. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Yeah. So
false publication, as
yes,
in what he's saying is not true or what?
So they are investigating him for false publication. Remember, which means that involves a matter of speech. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's say I say something about you, and go and report me for false publication. You're saying the police can just detain me and be sending me to court for false publication. Is that not criminalization of speech?
I'm actually not getting the whole false publication thing, because if he says this is what happened and this is what I did, what aspect of it are they emphasizing the false publication for? Is it that it didn't happen and he says it happened, or he has no right to publicize such an information? I don't know.
And if it's false publication, why is the police the one investigate the matter on their own? Because if you're talking about publication, the publication has to be about someone or something. There has to be an interested party. So where does the police come into false publication? Any other criminal charge would have made sense to me. But if I publish something, you arrest me for false publication, I'm wondering how you got to the conclusion that it was false.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't mentioned your name in the publication.
No.
So how did you conclude that?
I don't know if they would like to amend the charge as in false publication.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I need to. This thing now is getting out of hand because this sounds like criminalization of speech. To be very, very, very frank with you, but that's what he says.
If it is dynamite going off, is that not within security?
Yeah, but they are not.
So why?
But they are not then charging him with anything having to do with
security and
causing fear and panic.
That's it. That's it.
He says that they told him the charge is false publication, and I'm saying that as a media person, I've been doing this job for some time now. If you're talking about publication, every publication involves who, what, when, why, but who is key when it comes to somebody raising an issue against your publication.
Okay, let's extend the boundaries of the conversation. He said he was not that he said he was. He is a member of the NPP, and at the time that was one of their strategies, election strategies, to deter people from so-called people from Togo coming to vote in the election. So if it is a strategy of the NPP at the time, and he is a member of the NPP and did it on behalf of the NPP, could it be the NPP that is calling the false publication accusation? Yeah, because
No, but
let's
but he
feel
says
free
the
to extend the
police say-
boundaries.
No, but he says the police say.
Mhm.
Now, this is what he's told us this morning. The police say they are investigating it out of their own because their attention was drawn to it. So the MPP has not reported anything to them.
Yes. Now, if you take it from the police, okay, then it doesn't even make sense.
Yes, then it doesn't add up.
Even make sense because an organization, an entity, an individual has to say you publish this about me and it is a false publication.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do
So break it down and it doesn't, everything does not add up. Anyway, we're just speaking to false publication. So as I sit here, the police can come and arrest me and say that we heard you say something.
Was the reason they were moving him from one place to the other?
Yeah, from one place to the other. False publication.
To court and all that.
Yeah.
Well,
he said we've gone to great extents in this country to be very careful about how we treat people for speaking. President Akufo-Addo has applauded himself without anybody applauding him for playing a huge part in that. There are those who know the history and say no, he's giving himself too much credit than he deserves. But after doing all this, if this is the way speech is treated, because if you immediately say publication, we're talking about speech.
Yeah.
It's speech.
I think
whether written. Okay.
I think there is a